Hello, this is Denise Yermley, otherwise known as Linda Montana. And the home of the brave.
Hi, I'm Maddie Hockaday, also known as the Anne of this relationship.
And I'm Holly Constant, the Leslie.
We love Parks and Rec. We love behind the scenes.
And we love each other. This is literally the best Parks and Recreation rewatch show.
We're your park pals.
There's a park and some pals, and there's also therapy too.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Park Pals.
Oh my gosh, here we go again with our amazing guest stars that we have on. Today we have the wonderful, sweet, talented, hardworking, generous, precious, squeezable Linda Montana. So, but just a friendly reminder, not everyone knows her by her name. Not even everyone knows her by her character name.
This is true.
They do mention it, but mostly everyone knows her as the singing lady or the National Anthem lady in Parks and Rec. So she was originally on Beauty Pageant. We talked about her first appearance. Then she was in Telethon. Then she was in The Debate, which, oh my God, I can't wait till we get to that.
I can't wait for that
episode. It's so good. And so she is famous for singing the National Anthem and going on her amazing run tangent. And I love that stories that we got into.
Yeah, it's great. You'll get to know a little bit about her road to Parks and Rec, but also more of her story. And I think she's been in the business for such a long time. So especially if you're an actor or performer of any kind, I think you're really going to benefit and appreciate the knowledge she had to share.
Yeah, her story is amazing. I know that's another thing that I was really glad I was like, we're kind of going off Parks and Rec. But honestly, I was really happy to do that because her story and her career is so extensive and really just proves that to be in this business or to make a living at this business, you just have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. You can't let anyone tell you to stop. And yeah, you can be raised in show business, but that doesn't mean that, you can't not work or not. That doesn't mean that you don't have to work hard and do things, and make shit happen. So it was really amazing to hear her. And I can't wait. I feel like she could keep working. So yeah, as far as like, she's such a character actress. Like, she can do anything. You know what I mean?
And you'll get to see some of that. Hear some of that, rather.
Right. And I'll be posting pictures. She was so cute, too. So I told Maddie this before, but she asked what she should wear. And so I'm going to post a picture of it because she dressed up, I feel. She got cute.
Yeah, she was super
had
cute.
A necklace on, some earrings, cute little turtleneck sweater. She was really precious. And she was having her bathroom renovated at the time. So if you hear things in the background, that's what that was. And her phone ringing. It's so cute that she has a home phone. Anyways. Okay, well, I'll stop rambling and let you guys listen to the amazing Linda Montana. And enjoy.
There's a park and some pals, and there's also therapy too.
Hi, Linda. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Holly, by the way. I'm the one that's been talking
Maddie.
to you. And this is Maddie. She's my co-host.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. We're so excited to talk to you. I want to talk about your whole career, obviously, because you have a lot of stuff that I just can't wait to hear about. But first, I want to talk about your Parks and Rec audition, because I got to tell you, Linda, when I was watching, going through all of your stuff as Denise Yermley, and also on your website, like, your reel is really beautiful. I love it a lot. And I know you worked hard on it. I've lived that life. And you just bring so much joy and laughter to me. Like, we get so much
Seriously.
happiness from watching you on screen.
Are we rolling now?
Yes, we are.
Fine. Rolling
Yes.
right now. I thought we were just visiting first. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, we're just talking and chatting.
Okay, fine.
But anyway, so I wanted to ask, so tell me a little bit about what your audition for Parks and Rec was like. Like, how did you find out about it? Was it through your agent? And then tell me about, like, what it was like in the room.
Okay. The first one for Denise Yermley for the diva part, I went, my agent sent me an audition. He said, okay, you're supposed to audition for this role. Okay, so I went, and it said the perennial
beauty pageant contestant of 30 years or something. And I thought, mercy, she's got to have a screw loose to compete with 20-year-olds.
Right.
So when I went there, I was supposed to sing a song. I said to the person who was running the camera, I said, can I do it twice? I'll do a variation on a theme. Oh, sure. So I sang it really well the first time, and then I sang it as if I couldn't sing. So
Oh.
I feel love, I feel love, I feel love, I feel love. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I did the second. So anyway, so then I thought, okay, well, and there was a few other gals in the hallway, you know, to audition. So when I left, I went by my agent's office and I said, well, I think I did really well, but there's, you know, good news and iffy news. I said, I'm going to Prague tomorrow on a vacation. And she says, you are? I said, yes, but if I get this, I'll come back. You will? I said, yeah. So I'm over walking down the streets of Prague with my friends, and my little cell phone rings. And he said, well, guess who's first choice? I said, when do you want me back?
Oh my God.
I left the next day.
Oh, wow.
Oh my. How short did you have to cut your trip?
Oh, well, it just started.
Oh, no.
Day 2 or something. But hey, Prague will be there.
Yeah.
Jobs are hard to find because I worked a lot when I was younger, and then I had to stop to take care of my mother with Alzheimer's, and I took care of her at home.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Fed her, cleaned, did laundry, took her to the doctor,
Right.
tended her business. It was 24/7 for
Absolutely.
a lot of years. So I just had to stop. So when she passed away, which, you know, I miss her and I love her, but then, okay, now what do I do? And I thought, well, I want to travel. So I started doing that
Sure.
because I didn't go anywhere for 17 years.
Wow. That is a
Yeah.
full-time long job.
So then after I did that a while and I, you know, contacted my agents, and then he got this, I thought, it's a start, a new start for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I did it.
That's
That
awesome.
is amazing. Oh my God.
And then when I was on the set, I forget the lady's name. Marion Ross, I think. Her son was on the show, and he was the MC. He
Okay.
said, if they like you, they'll bring you back. And I went, hot dog. So I got 3 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, that's Jim Meskimen. He's the Wood Eye guy for the listeners that are. He does all of the emceeing for the, like, what was that, luncheon debate and all that stuff. But he was also the beauty pageant MC. Yeah. So
He was very nice. Very nice. Well, I was coming out of my trailer or whatever. No. When you're busy doing that, you don't sit around and visit.
right.
No, I was tending my knitting.
Well, and
So
especially
had to
since
get
you
my-
only had one, that one episode or whatever, at least what you thought was only one episode, you want to make a good impression and make sure that you're on set and on time and professional and everything.
Well, and you have to know everything, what to do, all your lines, and you just can't mess it up.
Right.
And when I first went on stage to do this, the director said, I came out and I said, how would you like me to do this? Oh, well, just sing it. So I sang it as if I was performing somewhere. And he went, well, can you come out with your arms outstretched? Okay. So I walked out like this. Well, I said, do you want me to be full of myself? He said, yeah. I said, well. So
You're
then
like, easy peasy.
well, sure, what time? Oh, I'm going to win this at long last. This is my chance to be the big star. So I was giving myself that in my head as I did it. So then that's what he wanted. But, you never know. You never know. Because I didn't know if they wanted me to sing it well, if they wanted me to sing it like I couldn't.
Right.
No.
After you sang in that first audition, when you were really singing, did they respond to either one of those? Did they tell you on the spot, like, we like one better than the other, or did they just kind of let you go?
Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you. And you're like, okay, great, bye.
That's how it is. You don't hear anything unless they want you.
That's fair. That makes a lot of sense.
I have to say it's really impressive too, because it's hard, because if you can sing, right, it's hard to pretend that you can't,
Yeah.
right? Because there's something like your inner ear is like, no, that's the wrong note. So that's impressive that you were able to do that.
Oh, well, because I'm a big kid at heart, and I can do characters, honey, real easy. I can do all that stuff, so it's just a matter of thinking, okay, whoop, this is what you do.
Yeah, it's also probably more fun to because you probably put a lot of pressure, or at least I put a lot of pressure on myself when I'm singing, and trying to get all the right notes. So it's probably funner or more fun to just mess around with it and be like, "Ooh, I get to play now. Nobody cares."
But they really wanted me to sing well, so I did my best.
You did great. We loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I studied old Italian opera to learn how to sing correctly. And
Nice.
for years. So, che questo medali, I can do that. But, you got to use it however you want to, so I like Broadway show tunes a lot. So that's what I'd be auditioning for a lot of shows that way over the years.
Did you do a lot of theater?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where did you do that, in LA or New York, or where was
Well,
it?
I did my first equity show, Hello Dolly, in Sullivan, Illinois. And my godmother was the star, so that I lucked out.
Yay!
And I was in the chorus, but when my godfather, Michael O'Shea, told him that I was coming and that I could audition for them.
Oh my
He
gosh.
put them on the spot. And thank God he did, But I had been training for years, so I sang for them and I danced, and they said, "Oh, she can do it." They were shocked. Well, okay. So, but they didn't want me. They said, "Well, you can join equity on opening night." So the week of rehearsal, it was a freebie.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's okay. I got in. Okay. So then after that, I did Las Many Muertes de Daniel Rosales at the Bilingual Foundation of the Arts for Carmen Zapata and Margarita Galban. And
where was that?
I think it was the old jail in LA.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, keep going.
This was a long time ago. And so I played, kind of a country gal, and her husband was a sheriff and all, did that kind of thing. And then I did, oh my goodness. Annie, Get Your Gun. There you go.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I did that at San Bernardino Civic Light Opera.
Fun.
Oh, yeah. And I'd auditioned for the director many, many times. And he said, "Oh, boy, now I get to see your roping." So I did my trick roping act, but I sang and danced in all the production numbers. So I don't know if it was opening night or whatever, when my father came.
Exciting.
Oh, yes. So, and I did my Texas skip, which is jumping through it.
Jumping through the ropes, like horse tricks. Okay.
Yes.
For those of the people that aren't familiar with Annie, Get Your Gun, go look it up immediately. But that's what we're talking about.
It's hard to do. I learned how to do that using a football helmet, because you have a brass hondo and it thumps you on the head or on your shoulder. Oh, it's hard to do. Really hard to do. Anyway, I jumped through it 9 times and then sold out.
God.
Oh, I was so proud. Because my father was
he was he was the horse guy.
Montana. He was a famous cowboy. So, I was raised in that, working rodeos and fairs all over the country as a kid. And so what I thought was, if all I could do was ride horses and trick rope, I wouldn't eat too well when I got old. So that's why I studied acting, singing, and dancing. So I did ballet, tap, and jazz for 35 years.
Wow.
And singing, and learned how to play the piano, to read music. So I've worked at this a long time. So then the other one I got to do, I was cast in it. I worked at the Lawrence Welk Village Theater in Escondido, and I did Put Your Gun there too. And then I was cast the 3rd time, but I got chicken pox at age 38 and a half.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. And my doctor said, Go home, go to bed. If you get complications, you will die.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
comforting.
What
I
a
said, "Okay."
terrible.
Well, he was right. So, I mean, I went home and my mother got calamine lotion and slathered it on me. And boy, it started coming. And I'd wake up in the morning and, I think I'll take a nap. It was tough when you're
Did you have an
30.
understudy? Did you say you had an understudy?
I just had to withdraw.
Oh
Mm.
man.
First day of rehearsal, and I went, I got these funny little spots on my abdomen. And I called home. I said, Mother, would you call the doctor for me?
Yeah.
Come in.
What a crazy coincidence. I mean, not coincidence. I don't know what the word is.
Yeah. So,
Were you Annie in Annie Get Your Gun for both of them?
No, I wish. No.
I know. I could
Or-
totally see you
Mhm.
playing Annie. Oh my God. I wish you got that too.
Yeah. No. In San Bernardino Civic Light Opera, it was Andrea McArdle who was Annie.
Okay. Okay. I
wanted
know that
name.
name, but I'm not as familiar with that. Who is she?
Well, she was a big star way back, I think in the 80s or something like that.
Okay. Okay. Well,
It's
either way,
on
that's
Broadway.
awesome. I'll have to look her up. Well, so were you in the ensemble or what were you? What were you
Oh, yeah,
playing?
I was chorus.
Oh,
I
okay.
played Sylvia Parker Porter, the wealthy twit. Did that too.
Oh, I always say that the ensemble is the true star, and I don't know why there's not like an ensemble Broadway award because I feel like the ensemble has to know everything, like more than the
don't you?
leads. You know what I mean?
Oh, don't you? Well, the leads have the heavy burden of carrying it, then they don't.
Sure.
God better be good.
Yeah, that's why it's
Yeah,
teamwork.
the
Teamwork
chorus-
makes the dream work.
My big thrill was one time I went to New York on a tour, and I took along my dance shoes and my music and my trick rope, and they happened to have auditions for replacements for Barnum. So I went, I made it through the dancer's call, I made it through the singer's call, and then I trick roped. And the stage manager was from London, and she didn't know what trick roping was.
Right.
And so, thank you. I went, So I came back and called the director, because he had me audition for the film Annie as a dancer, but I didn't. And he said, "Oh, you'd be perfect for that. Tell her I said so." And I went, "Okay." And I thought, "Why don't you?" So I wrote to her, but nothing happened. But I
Oh,
was
man.
that close to a Broadway show.
Well, one day maybe you can play. Oh, I don't know. I was going to say maybe you could play someone else on Broadway, but now I hope that Broadway comes back up. You know what I mean? I know that it's opening a little bit back up slowly by slowly. It'll get there. Well, so I was going to ask, like, how did you get asked to come back? Like, do you know who wrote you in for the next one? Because the next one you're in is Telethon. And then we have the debate. So how did you get called back?
Well, they contacted my agent.
Okay.
And so I thought, oh, well, goody. So I was, they said, in the next, month or so. Okay, fine. So then I called my agent and I said, am I supposed to be working Monday or, what's the story? So he checked. Oh, yes, you are. And they want you to learn these 4 songs for Monday.
Oh my gosh.
All 4?
Oh, yes, because they really like you to sing Sweet Dreams, but they don't have clearance for it yet. So learn these others.
Classic.
And I went, holy cow, okay, and have them ready. So they sent me, I don't know that I guess the melody lines, yeah, but not the lyrics. And I read music. And I was trying to find the sheet music somewhere. Well, I couldn't do that. My helper, Asusena, her daughter, I said, well, ask her, how do I find the lyrics? So she told me, I looked them up. I wanted to hit print. Well, I wouldn't do that. So I had to hand write the lyrics on all the other 3 songs. So then I got it and had at the Apple store put it on a revolving thing the thing they had before the iPads.
The iPod?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had it going over and over. I said,
like a
okay,
loop.
great. Yeah, a loop thing. So that was on a Friday evening. Saturday and Sunday, I had already signed up for a 2-day thing for voiceovers, reading for somebody. And it was Pat Fraley's class. And I went, oh my gosh. So I went, I signed up for this. So I went and I said, I'm sorry, but, can you let me go first so I can go sit in the green room and learn these songs because I'm working Monday?
Yeah.
Fine. Because Pat's a great voiceover man. Oh my gosh, he's award winner and everything.
Yeah.
And
what's his name again?
Patrick Fraley.
Fraley. Because I can't remember who.
Fraley. Oh, and he's my honorary brother.
Aww.
We're just really great friends. He did all kinds of
I recognize his face.
I forget the name, Gronk or something rather.
Oh yeah, he's done a ton of voices. He's a big character. He did like Smurfs and all that stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Tons of stuff. I mean, you ought to talk to him sometime.
I want to.
But he's not Parks and Rec.
That's okay. I'll stalk him. It's fine.
So he let me rehearse, listen to it, and I was going over singing these 2 days worth of trying to drill them in my head. So then I go on the set Monday at noon. And so Amy wants me to sing her the songs in the makeup trailer. Okay. So then my phone goes off. So I turn it off. And then it goes again. I said, I'm working. Call me tomorrow. She said, that's what I like to hear.
Wait, Amy Poehler called you? Is that what you're saying?
She said that's what she likes to hear because I didn't know who it was calling me and I didn't care. I was busy.
That's hilarious.
I tried to be polite, but, leave me alone. Yeah. Not now. So anyhow, then I sang her the 4 songs. Okay. So we recorded both songs, I Feel Love, and then the other one. And it was...
the Sweet Dreams one?
Huh?
The Sweet Dreams one or a different one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We did that. We recorded that one, and I liked that one the most.
Yeah.
And the other one was, I just can't think of it at the moment. I'll tell you later.
Okay, tell me later.
Anyway, we recorded that too, and then we're going to see what's going to work.
Yeah. So where did you record it? Or was it just on set? Okay.
On the stage, live.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I thought you were talking about that you recorded the song like in a studio or something. Okay, but no, you mean like
all
live
of this
on stage.
is live. They stick a little ear thingy in so I could hear the music. And there we go.
That's amazing. Well, you did great. All your work paid off.
Thank you. So, I mean, it's, like we're on. It's like a live performance where there's no...
Right, because it was like a telethon.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Did you get to choose any of your costume, or what was the costume like? Because I love your costumes. Great. And you have pink nails in one of them. I was like, oh, get it, girl.
I always do that myself. The first one was their costume on beauty pageant.
Okay.
And the second one was mine.
Oh, nice.
It was St. John thing that I put over something.
I loved it.
They liked my stuff. And the third one was my suit, another St. John.
That's awesome.
St. John. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, I love St. John clothes. They're really nice. They're wool blend and they're comfy. They shake out when you travel and you're always really well dressed. I have them sitting over here. I was comfier. I could show you, but.
I love that though. That's amazing. Did they ask you to bring that or did you just bring it because you're super prepared?
Because I've worked on soaps for years, 13 years on soaps.
Yeah.
I was used to bringing wardrobe. And so I brought several and they went, oh, this is great. So we like this the most.
Okay, good.
They'd have to check. Okay, fine. So then I left it, and then when I got there, I wore it, and then I took it home.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, at least you get to have that now, like in your shrine. You get to look at that outfit all of the time and be like, oh, I wore that on Parks and Rec.
A shrine. Not hardly, girl.
I would have a shrine for you. I'll make one myself.
Oh, well, thank you. No, I'm just a working actress, girl.
I know, but you're amazing. So for the National Anthem part, did you know that you were going to have to sing that before or like a while before? Or was it just like the day before when you were doing the debate?
Well, they let me know a little while before, so okay. But the thing of it was, Amy wrote the episode. Mm-hmm. She's the star. She was the producer, and she directed it.
It's insane.
I said, when do you have time to live?
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, any one of those jobs is full time.
Right.
I mean, my goodness, that girl. I mean, she's phenomenal and very, very nice.
Really.
So oh yeah.
That helps my heart.
So then I had an early call, and it was at UCLA in the theater there. So I got there at 7 o'clock or something. And normally, singers don't sing until in the afternoon. But I was warming up. So then when we're on the set, and they mic'd me, they put it through in your clothes. And I said, because I'm a dancer. I'm used to.
Yeah, theater. I mean, everything's hanging out, so who cares?
Exactly. You can't be too modest there because, and they're professional about it. But you go, okay,
I know.
there you go.
It's a fine line.
You gotta, they gotta hear you. So anyway, she came over and whispered in my ear. She said, don't sing the payoff at the end. Okay, when we had the rehearsal. Okay, fine. And then when we go to do it, she said, well, whispered in my ears, can you do any other little frills or something? Because she wanted to go.
Take her hand back from her heart.
Oh, okay. So I just did a bunch of runs afterwards. And she wanted, so I think it was just one take. So because there's probably 200 people in the audience.
Lots of extras.
It was live.
Wow. Wait, so you're saying that was only like one take after doing that whole thing?
I think so. I don't, it's a few years ago.
I'm sure, yeah, but still.
Because, you just do it.
Yeah, because you were improvising at that point, like that wasn't something that you had been planned, right?
Exactly.
So you were just live theater.
When you are a professional, you got to be ready for anything because they'll change things on you at the last minute. And you got to use all the stuff you've learned and prepared for in the past so you can go, oh, okay, that's what you do.
Did you get to talk to Paul Rudd at all, the one who plays Bobby Newport?
Nope. Basically, what you do is you come on the set, stay out of the way, and then, you're ready for you. You go do it. Thank you very much. And you leave.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's no visiting time.
Right. Well, it sounds like it was very well-oiled machine, right? Like was that how the vibe was on the set? Like very organized?
Oh, yes.
Because I'm sure you've been on sets where it's not that organized, right? Like where, maybe you have some falters or no?
Well, all the ones I've been on pretty doggone ready to go. Especially on the soaps. You're guaranteed to take. Don't screw it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. People really give soaps a bad name, but honestly, you're doing so much because it airs every single day, Monday through Friday. So these actors have to learn these lines so fast, I feel.
Pages, maybe 25 pages a night.
I mean, my God.
Really hard. One time I was working on, I think, General Hospital, and we were in a ballroom scene. And so I was in a formal and all this whoop-de-doo. And so the principals, the series regulars, while we had a break, they had their scripts for the next day. They were learning their lines there during the break.
Oh, that's stressful. But at
7 a.m. call, and we were released at midnight, and then come back the next day at 7. Yeah, I think that was a 3-day deal.
That is intense.
Oh yeah.
Which soap opera were you on?
General Hospital a lot. I was a ELQ board member and a spa lady. And then I worked on Capitol and Santa Barbara.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh. Was that all filmed in LA or were there any other areas?
Those are the ones that are here. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. My mom is a huge Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless fan, so.
Oh yeah, Young and the Restless. That was my first job. I was the nurse who helped deliver a Trapper or Snapper's baby. It was David Hasselhoff. He was on there.
That's amazing.
The lead guy.
Yeah. I mean, well, and that's the thing. That's why I really commend the writers too, because people are like, they think that there's no story, but I'm like, if you are writing for 5 days and then it continues on. These shows have been going on for what, 30, 40 years?
Yeah.
So you have to make up something to, this lady is pregnant, or maybe that's not your brother. I don't know. You just have to.
Yeah.
It's not linear. It can't be linear. I love it, though. I think it's fascinating. Are you doing any soap operas right now, or have you auditioned for any lately?
Oh, good golly. I had 2 auditions last week. One was 1 page. The next day, it was 3 or 4 pages that I had to memorize that day.
Oh, my God.
Use an accent, and then I had to dry dishes all at the same time.
Wow.
I was going, oh my goodness. And bless Azucena, she was here reading with me. She left at 10:15 at night.
Wow.
Oh, Azucena, we like her, don't we?
So then I had to edit it and then upload it. So I got to bed around 1.
Oh my gosh. Well, so now you're doing a lot of self-tapes, right? Because of
You
COVID?
bet. I got 1 to do today too.
Oh my gosh. Well, good for you. I'm glad that you're getting a
Yeah.
lot of auditions. That's helpful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you're doing voiceover work now too, right?
And I have my backdrop and I know how to do everything.
All set
I
up.
took a class about that. Yeah, Scott Takeda showed me how, along with all the other students.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean,
You really have to know how to
learn.
do it well to
Right.
compete.
Absolutely.
Because
if your sound is off, if your light is off, then they're just going to trash it because it's not worth watching.
So yeah, because you got to have it as good a quality as you possibly can to get the job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just acting anymore.
No.
Oh, right. You got to be multifaceted. So you said that you're doing voiceovers now too, right? You said you have a little home studio thing set up?
I do.
How's that going?
Well, I'm looking for an agent for voiceovers, but I've
Okay.
done a few things already, so that's cool.
That's awesome.
That's so exciting.
Yes,
And now that you have a studio, you could record something, you could sing an Annie Get Your Gun song or something just for fun.
I was in a little fun, like a radio thing that I'm in a group that we did it. The man wrote the fun script and we all had parts and we recorded everything. So we were on Zoom in my booth, and then when I'd say my stuff, then I'd send the whole thing so the editor could match it all up with everybody else's.
Right.
So that was
Oh my
over a week
gosh.
ago. So yeah, we're gonna do some more of those fun things.
Fun. Yeah, voiceovers are interesting because it can either be really long or it can be a really short thing because there's so many characters in animated things, especially.
Well, yeah, and there's animation and there's the commercial part. I've already done one. And then there's audiobooks. I got to read 2 Letters and The Truth According to Us. I played Ursula Rookwood Chambers for Penguin Random House.
That's great.
That's fun.
Did you do that from home or did you do that
What?
I was going to ask if you did that from home, from your home
No,
studio?
I did it. That was I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. You did it their studio.
At their studio. And it's because I took Pat Fraley's classes, because he would do those all the time. And I would take multiple sessions of them just to get better. And so Kathy Gildea came a couple of times and then she requested me. She emailed me and said, how would I like to do that? And she said she had openings so-and-so. And I said, how about tomorrow?
Yes. I feel like that's such a good lesson for actors, musicians, performers. Stay in class. It's not just about honing your craft. It is that, but it's also about meeting people and making connections and things like that.
Networking.
And not just connections like the fake kind of connections, but you meet people and you make that interaction with someone and then you show that you're a good worker and you're professional. Then you're there,
Well, I do Del Shore's master acting class on Saturdays.
What's that? Or what do you do scene work? Is it scene study or monologues or?
No, he has different students in class, and then he picks us, says, okay, you're working with so-and-so today, and next one the next week. And the first week was drama. Now this week is comedy. We pick our own scenes and we rehearse on our own time. We have it memorized and then we do it on Zoom and then he directs us.
Oh. Zoom classes are so crazy.
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with Del Shores, but he is a fine actor, director, playwright, producer.
Wow.
Yay, that's good. Now you know him.
Well, but he's really good, very kind, but you got to know your stuff too.
Right. Yeah, they don't let you slack, that's for sure.
No fiddly dinking around. No.
Yeah, exactly. Zoom classes are so wild because it's like you got to put the camera in the right spot, and then you got to like talk to your scene partners somehow, and you're like figure out where you're looking, and then they're like, well, we can't see your eyes, so, or like your eye line isn't right. It's just like, it's a lot.
And then I played hooky a couple of months when I was doing Scott's other class when I was reading for various casting directors around the country.
Wow, you are a working girl.
You betcha. Tonight is a commercial voiceover and animation combined class.
Okay, good for you.
Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Okay,
I do
lovely.
at least 3 a week, maybe 5 or 6. Oh, and then I have another one after Dell's class for animation.
Whoa, that's amazing. Good for you.
If you're going to work in this business, you've got to hone your skills, and you got to get out there, and you got to push, you know, and you got to
make stuff happen.
You know, if you want it, you got to get out there and do it. You know, it's they don't know you unless you're out there.
Well, I was going to ask, so how did you get started in the business? Because you talked about your dad just briefly, but I want to hear a little bit more about that and how you got started.
Okay, well, here's a family picture.
Oh, you guys. Okay, I'll post a picture of what you're holding up right now. I love that with the little cowboy hat.
My brother and Daddy's holding me, and I'm probably 6 months old or something.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
We're
amazing.
Awesome.
A family act, a Western family, and we worked all the major rodeos and fairs in the country. We worked Pendleton, Cheyenne Frontier Days, Calgary Stampede, Denver Stock Show. In fact, I remember when I was, I think, 13 years old, sitting in the car, and it was snowing outside, and I was learning the locus of points in geometry. Then it was time to go get on my horse and go do the act.
Yeah, that is insane. Who was teaching you? Did you have a teacher around, like a set teacher?
My mother.
Oh.
My mother was very smart. She wanted to make sure I had a good education.
Of course.
And I got straight A's most of the time because I worked.
Of course. You worked very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Went to UCLA.
Is that where you studied opera at UCLA?
No, Margaret Hindi.
Okay. Gotcha. What did you study at UCLA?
And then Robert Vaughn, theater arts.
Oh, of course, yay.
And when I was 17 years old, I was in a one-act play with Ron Sosi, wrote it, and George Takei directed me.
Wow.
Okay.
You know the Star Trek guy?
Yeah. That's awesome.
And then I was I replaced a gal in a major production, and David Burney was the lead.
Which one's David Burney? I'm not familiar.
Well,
I'm sorry.
probably before his time.
I'm so sorry. I'm looking him up right now.
He worked a lot.
Okay, David Burney. That's awesome.
Well,
okay, so anyway, sorry. Back to the trick writing and things. Were you taught how to do this, or were you just doing it from such a young age that you were like, you just learn as you go?
I learned it, as I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I have videos. You want me to send them?
Yes.
To you?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
I'll post them.
Learning the big loop, it takes a lot of cranking, and we turn the rope in our fingers. So one time, we worked at Molalla at the rodeo.
Okay.
And I was, I don't know, maybe, I think I was around 13 then. Went out to do it. Well, doing my big loop, sitting on my horse, it blistered my finger.
Of course.
So, yeah, that was the first day of the show.
Jeez.
So,
Keep doing it.
every time I do it, I put masking tape on my finger.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what I had to do because your show the next day.
Yeah. Did you get calluses too, or did it like work up to that area where you got calluses on your fingers so that it didn't hurt?
Not particularly. I'm girly.
She's dainty, she says.
I said I'm girly. No, not too. Well, I can be dainty, but not.
No, I was gonna say, I was kidding because I was sarcastic because I was like, I don't think you can be dainty and girly. We need to rebrand that because that's a badass thing that you just did.
Yeah.
And so Well, then I rode for horse catches, and then in the act, I had my own little spot where I did my butterflies, popovers, reverse butterflies into a flat, jumped in, jumped out. Then Daddy and I did a double routine.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
And I got back on my horse and then rode for horse catches. And then other times I'd work a train dancing horse. And my mother would ride for horse catches, and then she would trick ride.
Oh my God. I love trick riders. I think it's so fascinating. You have to be strong, I feel, like stand up on a horse as they're running. Like your muscles must be
yeah.
so strong.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
And
my
I got
gosh.
better muscles when I started doing ballet, I'll tell you.
Yeah, ballerinas are really strong. So now, do you still have horses or no?
No, I don't. I live in the San Fernando Valley, but no, I can't have a horse out here.
Yeah. Do you go to any of the ranches out there? Because I know there are a lot.
Well, I've ridden at Pickwick Stables. They're Daddy and I. He would he took his horse trailer and two of our horses, and we went riding off that way. But that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. It's probably hard to have a horse, but I lived in LA for about 5 years, and I know they do the horse riding through Griffith Park and all that stuff. I never got a chance to do it, but I like horses. I think that they're fascinating animals.
Yeah, they are, and they're like people. Each of them have a different personality.
Right, totally.
Also, we rode in the Tournament of Roses parade for years. And I have a picture of that.
The which
when I was
parade?
7. Tournament of Roses.
Oh, which one's that? In Pasadena? Okay,
Yeah.
as I thought.
It's funny because when I was maybe a year old, we lived in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
We worked at Cheyenne.
Yeah, and my parents took me to the field days there. Like, there's pictures of me when I don't remember it, but we have pictures in our family album. It's really cool.
Do people still recognize you at all? Like, do people ask about if you've been on Parks and Rec?
Well, not necessarily. Not at Pilates or at where I go around.
Yeah, I bet now with Peacock and everything, though, it's probably really interesting to see like the younger generation that's able to see all of the streaming services, and Parks and Rec is now available to everyone.
Oh, here's another one. This is from
Wow.
this is from Annie Get Your Gun at San Bernardino.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, I love that. Is that you? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I don't think you'd be. Okay.
That's bigger than I
I'm doing
imagined,
my
yeah.
big loop.
That's a big loop. That is really big.
It really is. Oh, here's a candid shot from
Oh, nice.
Hawaii 5-0 that I did.
Ooh.
Was that actually filmed in LA?
No, Hawaii.
Oh my gosh.
They picked me up,
Oh,
flew me
nice.
first class. My goodness.
Dang.
I was queen for a week.
What a time, yeah.
Okay, well, here's a shot with me and Ed Asner and Pat Fraley and some other
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
did a Lou
Voiceover
Grant.
fella.
with him
Nice.
way back when.
What's a Lou Grant?
That's before your time. You girls are young.
I'm like writing down literally everything that you're saying because I'm so fascinated. Wait, Lou Grant is in the movie or the show? Which picture is this?
From the Rose Parade when I was 7. With Roy Rogers and Dale Evans
yeah.
on either side of us.
Wow.
And my friend.
Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Wow.
I'll
Okay,
send
I
them
see.
to you.
Dang.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so Lou Grant is the TV show that you're talking
Yeah,
about?
way back, I think.
1977. Wow. 5 seasons. Drama. Okay, I'm going to be watching that. I know who Ed Asner is. Okay, for those of you
Remember
what's
he
it?
did Up, The Voice? In Up?
yeah, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he also do he did Elf. He was Santa in Elf.
Yeah, that's
if
right.
anyone is like the real Santa in Elf.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well,
So for our listener, just in case.
and he was Pat Fraley's neighbor.
Whoa.
Oh wow. Small world.
So they're real friends.
They were in a little group. I love that.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay, wait. So tell me about Hawaii 5-0 really fast. So you said that they flew you out to Hawaii for that?
Well, yes, they did. And then I picked me up at the airport, took me to have my wardrobe. You know, I must have taken 3 hours to pick all the clothes they wanted me to wear. So, okay, one outfit, another, and they checked with production who wanted this. And, okay, here's the deal. Okay, fine. So then then that night, the first night that I arrived, they had a special party out on the beach. And they had whoop-de-doo about the season premiere of Hawaii Five-O and Magnum PI, because the same producers are doing it. So I got all dolled up and went there. And then it started to rain a little bit, and they had everybody on the stage, and really fun. And then they started to air the shows, and I was looking at the clock. I had a 5 a.m. call, and I was so.
Like, I gotta go to
And a
bed.
friend of mine who lives there and works there, she took me there and picked me up, bless her heart, because I didn't know where I was going. And so then I went back and I got myself some food to go the afternoon before and had it in a little refrigerator. So I got up at 4, ate my breakfast, showered up and got all ready. And I was on the bus to take us to the set at 5 o'clock. And the call was at 5:15 or something other for the bus. And the other two guys were a little bit late. So we get over there and they take us to location. And then I put on my clothes and all that, and then I'm sitting and waiting, but I keep going over my lines, and I knew them perfectly. But it's so exciting to be there. So then
Yeah.
into the set, and the director was such a sweet lady, Karen Gaviola, really, really nice lady, and everybody connected there. The production people. Everybody was just so friendly and nice, and the wardrobe people. I mean, and then this other fellow who's one of the regulars on there in a minor role, but not one of the everyday.
Yeah.
He was so kind. Oh, welcome to the family, and I thought, wow. And so we did one of the scenes before we broke for lunch. Then we hiked 3 blocks to the lunch place, had our lunch, and then hiked back, and it was sprinkling on us, and then it was time to do some more. And the director, who's, I mean, so sweet, she said, oh, would you mind if we did this other part first? I said, no, right ahead. Normally, you just, what do you want me to do? What,
Right.
and, okay, what's
Where
my
do you
part?
need me?
Whatever. Yeah. So, she was just really nice.
Oh, that's great. What were you playing on that show?
I played a busybody.
Okay.
Rose Charles was my character.
Rose
So-
Charles.
Yeah, there was somebody got knocked off, and so I was the one going,
Peering in.
staring through the window, and I knew what was, the local, I was the local gossip, really.
Oh my gosh. I
That's
love
awesome.
that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could send you, maybe, I don't know if I can send you that clip, too. Well, it's
Yeah,
on-
you should. I'll
it's
find
on
it.
My, on my
On
web-
your reel?
Yeah, it's on the website, the whole
Okay.
episode, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you do have quite a few. I think I only watched one of the reels. I liked it.
She was the devil, dear,
I'm gonna watch it again. Do you have a favorite thing that you've done in your career? Like, it doesn't have to be Parks and Rec. Like, I know that it's a long, expansive career that you've had because you're a professional and a hard worker. But do you have a favorite
It's
thing?
all fun. I mean, I've studied and trained so many areas, and because I'm older, you got to see where you can work.
Yeah.
Thing. So I mean,
Right.
I enjoy it all. If I'm singing or performing a live show, I've done a lot of AGVA shows for people in nursing homes and whatnot. In fact, one time I was singing up a storm, and this man, probably in his 90s, he just got up and walked across. And I wanted to laugh because he just, okay, fine.
He just had no care in the world.
Look it
Didn't know
out.
a show was going on.
Normally you don't do that. Somebody performing.
I know. Would you want to do theater for more or for more or less? Like, do you prefer one to the other?
No,
Theater, film, and TV? No.
no. I would like to be a series regular, though.
I know. I wish that for you
Even
too.
if it's, here's your
Yeah.
coffee, sir. Yeah.
In every
That's what I
episode.
wanted to do since I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to
Okay.
make that happen.
We'll wish that for you for sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is there any other advice that you would give to other aspiring musicians or actors or performers? I mean,
Yes.
you already said it, but I kind of want to hear specifically for you.
Focus on what you want to do.
Okay.
See yourself doing it. There's a book called The Magic of Believing. Focus on what you want, you will draw it to you. However, study, train, get out there. Don't just sit on your butt. You got to study and train because the competition is probably doing the same. And you want to be the best you can be. I've studied and trained for decades and I'm not done. There's more that I'm learning and I'm thinking, oh, what do you know about that? Okay. But and during this whole pandemic thing, I've been working harder than I ever did before because I got my music room ready to go, or the voiceover room. I got my booth and my mic and everything all set up. Been taking umpteen classes, so I'm studying and training. So when I do get my opportunity, I'm ready to go.
Right, you're prepared.
You have to study and train.
How many agents have you had? Have you had like 1 million agents?
Not 1 million. I've had
or just one.
No. I've had I don't know, probably 6 over the years.
Okay.
But the one
I'm always interested in that part of it. Sorry, go ahead.
When I was first starting out, I got 90% of my own work because I hustled.
Yep.
Wow.
I went to every open call there was that I was right for. Dancing, singing, acting, anything. I went. And I'd get work every now and then. It's not.
It's a numbers game.
Well, yeah,
And you have to be really good at it to make the numbers work in your favor. That's the thing.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Are you on all the casting sites too, I'm guessing?
Well, of course.
Okay, good.
Have to.
I figured I knew that was a dumb question, but I just wanted people to hear that you were.
Well, of course. They don't just call me up and say, hey, would you like to do this? Here's your audition. Get it in by so-and-so. That's what it is. And my agent now, Linda McAllister, she's so nice. And her sub-agent out here, Jackie Von Precinct, they're really nice. And then there's Becky in Texas. And then my commercial agent, Chris Dennis from Film Artists. Those are the two that are really,
working for you.
Really fine. Yeah.
Good for you. Maddie, did you have any questions?
Oh, no, you're good because you've actually asked a couple questions that I was about to ask. So it works out fine.
Oh, great.
But I did want to say this because I just feel like I have to. The run that you do at the end of the National Anthem is iconic. So knowing that you improv'd it was amazing because I'm not kidding. When we are watching a sports event and the National Anthem comes on, my boyfriend, me, and my brother will sit and we will add your run at the end when they're done singing. Like we will add your run.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but it's great because we laughed so hard and we were like, this is amazing when we saw it. So now it's just part of our life. So whenever we hear the National Anthem, that's what we do.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Another thing I want to say, everybody, actors, always be on time because when I worked in Pennies from Heaven, I was in the makeup area getting fixed. 3 dancers came in 20 minutes late. They had a flat tire on the freeway. They were fired on the spot.
Oh, no.
Yep.
So I said, take a lesson. So
leave an hour early. That's why I get stressed if I don't leave an hour.
Because, I thought, woo. So that's a big piece of advice right there.
And paying for parking and parking tickets, especially in LA. Oh my gosh.
But I'm just shocked that you think that run was so fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, we all love it. Every time I like when we've told listeners or other friends of ours that we were going to be talking to you, they're freaking out. We love you.
It's so true.
And I think it's really interesting to me because I think a lot of people can relate to this because I grew up in a small town and I kind of was your character or I can relate to your character because I was at singing all the national anthems at the football games or baseball games or wherever the hell and polo matches and any random place that would have me. I was like, I want to sing and I need to sing immediately. So if they would have me, I was there. And so to see that kind of in that small town and to see the run that you did, because they call you the most bookable talent in Pawnee on the show. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that. Not most talented, but the most available. Which is your character, obviously. You are talented.
Great writing.
The writing was so good. So you really made an impact on all of us.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm just
Yeah.
amazed at Amy Poehler. My golly, she's so talented and can function so well in all these areas.
Yeah, and she
So-
seemed like she was nice when she, like, because you're juggling that, I feel like you could have the potential to be, like, frustrated or annoyed or something, and it sounded like she was really nice to you. So that's great.
She really was.
Do you still have your scripts?
Somewhere, since I got everything moved all over the place, it's a big jumbled up mess, and I had papers kind of sorted, so now it's right here beside me that I have to put it in envelopes and label everything. So
Yeah. I wouldn't blame you
Yeah.
for not having it if you didn't have it.
I
so
saw it the other
it's
day.
cool.
I mean, a month ago, and I thought, oh yeah, and the call sheet and everything. Oh yeah, I save that stuff. It's fun.
Oh my gosh. You could have like your own little Linda museum.
No, it's in a file case.
Well, maybe later.
I
I'll
don't
make
know
a Linda
that
museum. It's fine.
museum. Good golly. I'm just so surprised that you ladies are having a podcast all about parks and recreation and that you wanted me. I thought, well, my goodness, you know more about it than I do. I just did it and went home.
Well,
Really
yeah.
researched things. I'm
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
applauding you.
We
ladies.
definitely do the research and we are super fans. But I mean, as an actor, I wouldn't expect anyone to know all the random stuff that we're
Yeah.
finding out. But I mean, it really goes to show that like the creators of this show and the writers and just it was such a team effort and everyone was so amazing and so detailed,
Yeah.
Well, how can people keep up with you? Are you on the interwebs? Are you on the social medias? Or I know you have a website. Do you want to plug your website?
Oh, yeah. LindaMontana.com. Yeah, because I was thinking my email. Yeah, LindaMontana.com is my website for my voiceover and then a bio and stuff, and I'll keep
Okay.
adding to it
I
as
think
I
it
do
looks really
things.
pretty. I like
Thank
it.
you. And yeah, I'm on Facebook, and a gal does Twitter for me because I don't know how to do that.
I do not
No,
blame
I
you
would do the
Well,
same thing.
at all.
And I do Instagram every now and then. That's Linda.montana.37 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Honestly, I commend you. It's a lot of effort. It takes a lot of work, I feel.
Well, I've noticed when I went on a commercial audition months ago when you could actually go, and they said, "Okay, what is your social media presence?" And I'm like,
Right. Oh my God.
So, okay, to me, I got a lot of things to do, but if that's going to help me get a job, by George, I'll do it.
I guess so. But honestly, I just don't know if it's that worth it because then they hire people that have like 900 followers but don't actually know anything about being on set or like.
Well, you gotta know how to do that.
What's
You
that?
gotta know that. You have to know how to be professional and be ready when you're working.
Right, exactly. So then they get mad though when they cast somebody that has never really done much before, but that has 900 followers or bajillion followers. And so, it's just like such a weird, tricky
Yeah.
But if you've got both, if you've got both and you're professional plus the social media, then you're
Yeah.
set.
Hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. One day we'll worry about that later. We're just so honored to have you and thank you for being here and hopefully your bathroom gets fixed.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm very flattered and honored that you asked me to be a part of your podcast.
Of
Aw.
course. It was so nice to meet you and hear your story, and we appreciate you very much.
Yes,
Well-
if you book anything, let me know. You have my email now. If you're ever in Nashville, I'm in Nashville. And then
Oh,
Maddie
that's
is in Phoenix area. So
Uh-huh.
if you're ever there, let us know. And then if I come to LA, I'm coming to meet you.
Goody.
Okay, well, thank you, Linda. You have a wonderful rest of your evening / day.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
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 There's a park and some pals, and there's also therapy too.
Oh, she
Yay.
was so precious.
She's so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted her to know how impactful her
Yeah.
national anthem has been, because I legit, Holly, when I sang the national anthem at a wrestling tournament last year, I seriously was like, can I pull it off? Can I do it? Nah, nobody's gonna get it.
But I think that was really important. important for her to know that because I don't think she knows how much of an influence she had.
Yeah.
And she's done
Agreed.
so much.
Yeah.
I would like.
It's
I wanted to
crazy.
ask her more details about like the other parts of her career, but like, you know, she said that. Oh, she's texting me now and saying, "Oh my God!" She's sending me all her pictures of what she was talking about. Okay, you guys, I'll post these to the stories. Oh, she's so cute. She was fiery too. Like,
Yeah.
you guys, I'll post a picture that maybe the ones that she sent, the older pictures of her, when she was in her chaps. Oh my gosh, like her little horse riding moments. Oh my God, so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Was there anything else you need to tell the audience at this moment?
No, I'm just glad that we have gotten to speak with her. I mean, I think she's a really great example of one of the reasons that Parks and Rec is so cool is like you think somebody's coming in for a hot second to just fill a role, and then they end up coming back.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of the same thing with Mel. Like, and they are part of the reason that Pawnee is built to be Pawnee because they saw the fire, they saw the uniqueness, they saw the quality and ability of certain people to make Pawnee what it was, and then they kept bringing them back, and I think she's a huge part of that.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's what I was saying too with the whole small town thing. Like, everybody who's grown up in a small town like knows exactly what kind of character she is. As far as like, you know, you have that person in your town, or like you have that random eccentric person in your town who you always see doing the same thing, and
Right.
yeah, it really builds this world. So I'm really glad that we got to talk to her. She's so precious. I just want her to be my
She
little
is.
grandma. I want to snuggle her.
Yeah, she's great.
Awesome. Well, I'm sorry also. I mean, I know I don't need to apologize, but I'm sorry if I didn't ask the questions that some people might have wanted me to ask, but she seems very open. So if I have any questions, that's what I was going to say. I meant to tell her that I appreciated this, and I'll do this after maybe via text or email or something. But when I first was booking her for the podcast, she left me a voice message, and because she still has her home phone, and so I emailed her first. We were emailing back and forth, and then she just called me because my phone number is in the signature line of my email, and she left me a message. Was like, "Hey, I'd love to come on. Like, you know, when do you want to do it?" And it was so cute. And then she left me a voice message, and it had the run of the National Anthem at the end. So I don't think she'll be mad at me if I play at least like a brief clip of it, because I saved it because I was like, this is really important. Okay, here it is.
Hi, Linda Montana here. I was calling you to book a time. Okay. I guess talk to you later. Bye. And the home of the brave.
She doesn't do the
so
whole
cute.
thing because she's like, okay, you guys, you get it. But oh my God. Yeah, I love to know that she was an operatic singer and that she's trained in all of this. I'm so impressed by her still working and still training. I almost asked, because that gets expensive, like taking all those classes at the same time. So I was almost like, how are you affording all this? But at the same time, like you just budget and you make the time for it and the room for it. So, this is okay. She just sent the picture that I'm going to post. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She's still texting me. I love it. Okay. Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you when we see you. And thank you for listening, and we appreciate you. If you haven't rated or reviewed, please do that. But if not, we hope you have a wonderful week or weekend, depending on when you're listening to this. Okay, bye.
Bye.
And thank you, Linda. We love you.
There's a park and some pals, and there's also therapy too.
book a time. Okay. I guess talk to you later. Bye. And the whole